What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a very special edition of the video game Bang. Cory and Aaron are at E3, so they left me in charge to run the show, and I got to pick who I wanted to be on the show. So we have a never-before-seen cast of Steven the Gutierrez, a VGB OG. We have Joel, aka Gaming Since Gaming, who you might have seen get triggered once or twice in the chat room. He is a Patreon member, and therefore he is on the show with us tonight. We also have Derek Voss running the ones and twos because I just couldn't be bothered to try and do that and host at the same time. We are talking about all of E3 news. We're talking about Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, Bethesda, Ubisoft, and everything else that was announced. And we might kind of throw in some EA here and there. We are connecting with Cory and Aaron, who are on the show floor, telling us everything about it. So make sure you stick around for this episode of
Video Game Bang.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang.
Video Game Bang.
Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Corey Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items in my job, he could play the right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to a special edition of Video Game Bang. I am the Real David Webb, and I am taking over hosting duties tonight, while the Bang Bros, Cory and Aaron, are in LA doing who knows what at something called E3. And so I got a very special cast with me tonight. We have a very special show lined up for you guys. But first, I have to give a shout out to our sponsors, Corsair Gaming. Come sail away with us. They gave us a bomb PC that's running the show right now. Antlion Audio. I almost mispronounced our sponsor's name. That's awkward. Keep your headphones. Get a mod mic. Check out their streaming mics at modmic.com and nerdreactor.com. You can find past episodes on nerdreactor.com as well as iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Audio Boom, and our state-of-the-art new website, vgbstudios.com, that was designed by a very, very talented web designer and graphic designer who I hear is still going to be billing us at some point in the near future. But now that that's over, I'm going to introduce my cast. If you are watching this on Twitch, then you see that you have almost zero familiar faces. These guys have never done a show together, and what could go wrong, right? Famous last words. So, first off, he is a VGB OG, a fan favorite, Steven Gutierrez. Welcome back to the show.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
It's been a minute since you've been on the show.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I seen that your guys' ratings went down again.
Well, we lost our Mexican audience.
Yeah,
That's
you did.
the problem.
Yeah, you did.
We pulled a Trump.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Cory built a wall around his house.
Cory got more Trumpish, and we lost you, and it just gone.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's terrible.
It's bad. But we're bringing back the taco vote and the fat guy vote. Bringing it back.
Bring it back. Hashtag bring it back. Running the ones and twos. He is the Peter Parker to Cory's Kane. See that Spider-Man reference?
I bet you're going to say Peter Pecker.
Peter Pecker? No.
Yeah.
Peter Parker to Cory's Kane. Cory Prime. Derek Voss. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a while since you've been on the show too, right?
It has.
Yeah, you were on in March, I think, when Cory and I were at San Jose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, around that one.
Okay. And finally, you know him from the chat room as Gaming Since Gaming. He's taking a break from playing Fable Legends, and he's looking at our faces, and he is freaking pissed.
Fucking pissed.
Joel! Say hi to Joel, everybody.
What's up, guys?
So, the last time you were on the show was a Christmas episode.
Yeah.
And by the time you got there, I was over my head in a drinking competition that had been sabotaged from the beginning by my own wife. And I saw 4 of you. So this is the first time I'm actually getting to actually meet and talk to you.
Yeah.
So I'm not drunk.
I'm pretty sure you were out of it, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was way out of it. And in true E3 fashion, that's not all.
Really? You gonna go with that one?
Yeah, I'm going with that one. From E3 live, we had Phil Spencer, but he canceled. So we got Corey Vincent.
Always settling.
What's going on, pizzas? It's Corey Vincent live from among the fourth floor of the Target Terrace overlooking this beautiful city of LA. Currently at a party called The Mix, where media and independent game developers exchange.
Exchange what? Fluids?
Yeah.
What?
You just kind of left it open-ended.
Are you in like some LA orgy? Is that what's going on?
There's a room for that, believe it or not. I have yet to venture.
There's probably an app for it too. Jesus.
There's an app for that. Swipe left.
and I must say, I am very impressed, Webb. Great opening.
Thank
you. I had a rough loaded and ready to go, but I will not use it.
Well, to be fair, I expected that, so I had Derek mute you during the intro, and then unmute you when I introduced you, just to be on the safe side. But I appreciate the compliment.
Terrible. Terrible.
All right, so tell us about E3. What are some of the big things that you're excited about? Some of the hands-on stuff on the show floor. I know stuff that you and Aaron are doing behind closed doors.
E3 has been very good to us this year. The last couple of years, we've been kind of rushed from appointment to appointment, but strategically, Aaron and I both took way less appointments so we could experience more games. Off the jump, I have to tell you guys, confirmed, Titanfall 2 does not suck whatsoever. It is very, very good.
Nice.
I was really impressed by the trailer, and I was hoping that gameplay wouldn't suck.
No, the gameplay is better than it's ever been. They added a grappling hook feature. So we've been grappling hook everywhere. You're Spider-Man. You can use it to rope in enemies. The mechs respond way better than they did last time. Like, you feel like the devastation of the attacks. The game is completely redeemed itself. Like, it was amazing. Probably my favorite game I've played at E3 so far. Another great one was Battlefield 1 was really good. Battlefield 1, it felt like World at War, but just Battlefield. So, win-win.
What about one that we were excited about and may have looked good, but then you played it and it did not live up?
You know, I hate to, usually I try and keep an air of criticism. You know me, I'm pretty negative, but honestly, most of the games I played have been really good. The Solace Project, I think, was one that I played and wasn't too hot on.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, it was kind of a smaller one. It was like an exploration game. It's actually already available on Steam, but I definitely passed on reviewing that one any further.
Nice. So, what do you guys have lined up for the rest of the show?
Well, tomorrow we have nothing lined up, which is perfect.
Yeah.
So we get to go check out the South Hall. The way they have E3 broken up is West Hall is where they keep all of the video game companies, like your Xbox, your Nintendo, your PlayStation. And South Hall is where you get to experience like Capcom, Ubisoft, Konami, like those guys take over that side. So I'm going to go experience that side a little bit more. I feel like I've had my fill of Microsoft. I got to try Recore. I got to try Sea of Thieves. I played what else did I play? I feel like I played something else really good over there too. Recore, Sea of Thieves. Oh shit! If I can't remember it, then I guess it wasn't worth it.
Best review that you could give.
Going back to that, what's that damn game we were just talking?
Record.
No. Respawn.
Respawn.
Titanfall 2.
Titanfall.
Do you think it, compared to like Battlefield and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, do you think it can compete?
It's yet to be determined. It should be able to. Based off the gameplay, it feels so different than the other two that I think Call of Duty, from the word on the streets around here, is that it's still just the same thing.
Call of Duty.
They put it. Yeah, Call of Duty. They just kind of put it in space. They changed up the the gravity and stuff, and the campaign is just kind of blah. I can't. Again, this is all just like ears on the ground stuff. It's like when you walk around E3, it's kind of like you're walking around like an open world RPG, and you just kind of like pick up what the NPCs around me are saying.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been it. I think Battlefield 1 and Titanfall are going to throw down hard because they're both very good games.
Good old Ninja in the chat wants to know if you tried out the Fallout 4 VR.
No, see, man, you have to choose your battles here because there's just lines upon lines upon lines. And so when you get here, you basically have to choose the one thing you really want to see and make it happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not choosing anything VR because it just fucks with my head. It messes with me too much. If I do one VR experience, it'll ruin the rest of my day. So I'm gonna stick to just plain old video games. Tomorrow I may try to do the Resident Evil 7 experience.
Okay.
I think that's what I have my sights set on.
One more question from chat. How is Sea of Thieves?
Sea of Thieves was dope. Like, this is a game that I can see our crew getting really into. Because Video Game Bang, we started as Yakum, Steven, Jerry, Noel, Aaron, all these guys, and then I joined them, and then we would just play games. And, like, when Red Dead came out, we made the posse to end all posses. Like, we would just roll deep and, fuck shit up. That's what we're going to do again in Sea of Thieves. Like, you get in the game with your best buddies, you take over a pirate ship, it's kind of comical, you're playing music, like, it's perfect. It's made perfectly for our demographic, let me put it that way. Like, Video Game Bang, we're all just goofy, people anyways, who are making jokes, and the game doesn't take itself seriously. I had so much fun with Sea of Thieves.
It looks like a Guns of Icarus type game, but pirate edition.
And again, the cool thing that separates it from Guns of Icarus is that it does not take itself nearly as seriously. Mm-hmm. And so, while working together is important, it's not like it's more in a fun way. Like, it's more of a broken down. Think Guns of Icarus, but like broken down for fun.
And can you go on the land at all? Is there any land-based combat, or is it all just strictly boat?
Now, there is a land aspect. I don't know about land-based combat. In the demo they had presentable, there was no guns yet. He said yet. Okay. So eventually there will be, ground combat. The way the demo was laid out is we all spawned on the island, and there was 3 different teams of 5, all linked together. So these were all real players. We start on the island, you get drunk, you get to learn the mechanics, you pick up an instrument, you play your instrument, and then the guy was like, all right, let's go swim out to our ship. We swim out, we have to lift the anchor, we have to, polish the boot deck, all that stuff you got to do. And what was really cool is the guy would be like, do you need me to show you how? And it was so intuitive that everybody in the game just knew what to do without like him having to prompt us.
Wow.
Nice.
Which I thought was very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something a game has to be smooth to transition to.
Yeah.
To make it
fun. What was really important was that I was the captain of the ship. I was steering, and with the sails up, I couldn't see anything. So I had to depend on the rest of my crew to tell me when to turn left, when to straighten out. The guy who was up in the crow's nest had to tell me where the enemy ships were. So it's like more simple than Guns of Icarus, but it really encourages you guys to have really good communication.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds like a game we're probably going to pick up.
No, yeah, definitely. And what's awesome, my favorite story of E3 is Xbox Play Anywhere. Like, to me, that's almost game-changing. The fact that you can buy it, if you buy a game digitally, that I did find that out, that it doesn't work with discs. But if you buy the digital version of the game, you can play on the Xbox and on the PC.
Which most people are moving to just doing digital downloads anyway.
Yeah.
Very few people get the discs. All right, so we'll let you get back to your party, but before then, what's the most memorable thing that's happened?
Oh, man, the most memorable thing. So many things. Well, I got to give a shout out to Rich Alvarez, who is a Nintendo ambassador. He was able to hook me up with backstage access at the Nintendo booth. So we got to go up to the VIP area. I got to see Miyamoto. I got to see Reggie, and got to get hands-on with Zelda. And so he made that one happen. Thank him for that. The new Zelda game is real, guys. It is completely real. I was not sold on it, but when I got my hands on it, it's like The Witcher meets like Minecraft meets Zelda. It's good. It's going to be really good.
Nice. Is it worth getting a Wii U just for that?
Ooh. That I don't think. But
Okay.
it is going to launch simultaneously with the NX. So the NX, it's definitely, if you're going to buy an NX, that's the launch title to buy.
That's the launch title.
Well, then that sold me.
Yeah,
On the NX
there we
most
go.
likely, so
All right.
exciting.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Corey. Have fun at your party.
Yeah, I have to say before I go, I have to give another shout out. Me and Aaron had a giant opportunity to be a part of the Gamertag Radio. Now, these guys have been doing independent podcasting for 10 years. Danny Pena was on our show, inducted into the Podcast Hall of Fame. He contacted me and Aaron. We drove out to CBS Studios, which is a legitimate studio, and we recorded a full episode with the guys over there. 45 minutes, round table. We're talking about all things E3. So if you guys want to check that out, you can check them out on Gamertag Radio. But I trust you guys are going to do great. I'm listening to your voices. I'm fucking pissed that I'm not there to enjoy it with you guys.
We'll hold the fort down for you, Corey.
All right, Corey.
We'll see you this weekend at Wizard World.
Get turned up.
All right, have a good show.
Thanks.
Oh boy.
All right.
He sounds drunk.
I think he was drinking as he was talking.
He's sitting there and he's like, "You guys want some fucking cocaine?" He's all snorting it.
It's like TwitchCon all over
Yeah,
again with him.
it's
That was
bad.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get the cops called on us at TwitchCon because he's talking to some chick who was on the phone with her boyfriend, and yeah, that was fun. All right, so you guys came here to not only see our beautiful faces, but to learn about E3. So let's get into E3. We're gonna start off with what would it be? The game console companies. Is what we're
Microsoft?
going to start off with. Yeah,
big three?
The big three.
We're starting off with
the
the
holy
big three?
trinity of gaming. We're going to start with Microsoft first. This is in no particular order, so I don't want to hear, oh, Microsoft sucked, because I did hear that PlayStation versus Microsoft. PlayStation definitely won.
I don't know.
That's what I've been hearing.
Look, Gaming's got an opinion over here.
Wait, let's have it, Joel. What do you think?
Well, I mean, get into it. Yeah, there's so much more on Microsoft's end than Sony.
Microsoft, yeah, they brought it with more announcements of their hardware than games. I mean,
That's true.
Sony was just like game, talking game, VR, talking game, which is fine. I mean, E3 you go for games and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, all right, so we'll figure that out. Well, at the very end of the show, we'll go into who we thought won. So Microsoft, all right. So for the past few probably months, we've been hearing about rumors of 2 different Xboxes coming out, and at E3 they went ahead and confirmed it. So this year we have the Xbox One S, which is just like any other mid-launch
the slim.
console, the slim
Yeah,
version.
the slim model.
So I don't know if it only comes in white, but that's what they showed us.
I hope not, because I hate white consoles. Not to be a.
Whoa!
I hate white consoles. Just because they get dirty.
Yeah.
And after my experience, like working at a game store,
You can say the name.
they get jacked up if you don't take care of your stuff, which a lot of people don't. There's like
get that
food
dingy
crumbs.
yellow.
It's like how the hell do you get food crumbs
Yeah.
in your console? But it happens.
But it happens.
And it's gross. So
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the white consoles. Black ones. Once you go black,
You don't go back.
you don't walk the
It
same.
looks pretty. I mean,
It looks good.
in the trailer, you see the white console. It does look pretty.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
But she's not going to stay pretty for long.
no, she's
No, she's going to let herself go.
She'll hit
so
23,
fast.
and then
And
it's all downhill from there.
She's gonna, yeah. So along with it being thinner, we have a larger hard drive, and a handful of small internal improvements. So basically the same thing, shrunk it down with more space.
Was the RAM? Did they say anything about the RAM putting more output?
Not that I heard. Did you guys hear anything about?
I honestly don't remember too much of the specs. I remember 2 terabytes and 4K video. And that's all.
Yeah, 4K.
Well, 4K is
but it was like supported 4K. Yeah. Like it was worded differently because
you can dabble.
You can dabble
it's
with
not
4K.
Made for it,
it's not
but you
made.
can play it on there.
Maybe, yeah. Because in fall 2017, so what, like a year and 3 months from now, Microsoft will be releasing something completely different. We don't know the name, we just know it's called Project Scorpio. And Project Scorpio is going to be able to run 4K games. They straight up say run 4K. Power virtual reality experiences. So I know Microsoft was talking about doing VR. They were going to try and use HoloLens to kind of launch their own VR thing. So I'm wondering if that going to mean Microsoft is going to have their own VR experience?
Well, I'd heard some rumors that they were going to work with Oculus.
Or is it just going to be like you can plug in your Oculus Rift?
Which would be better for them because Sony spent a long time on their VR and Microsoft hasn't really been doing anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've got the HoloLens, but that's more augmented reality. So I think from what I had heard anyway, that they might be going with using the Oculus and figuring out a way to connect it to the new one.
And
they need to make a hybrid, a virtual and an augmented device, and then you would probably crush it.
You would crush everybody.
You would crush it. Confuse the two together, make that.
Never leave your house again.
Yeah. Pretty much, man.
What's that one movie with what is it called? Surrogates.
Oh yeah,
with Bruce Willis.
Everybody's just
malnourished. Yeah, they're all like in a tube, and they have like surrogate like androids that they control with their mind to use to go out into the world.
Yeah, that's freaking. It would be amazing if they did that. HoloLens looks very impressive.
We would all end up like the end scene from WALL-E.
Yeah, I'm already 100%. There. You guys, my chair is motorized.
So, unlike a fully new console, Project Scorpio will be the beginning of Microsoft's initiative to extend the life cycle of a console, or at least its games, indefinitely. In this theoretical future, Microsoft will release new and better hardware with greater frequency, but old Xbox One games will work with the new hardware too.
See, it almost sounds like they want to do a whole nother system, but since they just released their Xbox One, almost 2 years ago? Something like that?
3?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
I don't think they would, because they would upset fans.
Well, yeah, I mean, 2017, so that's going to be what, 4? Let's be generous and give them 5 years.
Yeah.
A 5-year lifespan for a console. I mean, that's really short.
It's more likely to be like the new PlayStation that's coming out, the PS 4K.
Yeah.
That's going to be kind of a 4.5 type model. It'll probably be that for them as well, so that it can support some of the newer technologies like the 4K gaming and stuff like that, and also whatever VR solution that they choose.
Right. And then you think that, where do they go from there? Do you think from there they're just going to keep that, maybe just improve on it, do updates and stuff internally, but they're going to come up, I mean, they say a new hardware more frequently. To me, as a consumer, that kind of concerns me.
Yeah.
Because, so is this going to be like iPhones?
Every 6 months?
Every 6 months, there's a new...
It's the Xbox One S.
It's Xbox One S.
Xbox There's a pattern here.
I mean...
Oh, God.
Is it going to be... I mean... I don't know.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not even super excited because, yeah, it's 4K. That's cool. It's amazing. But, are they going to have the discs now? Like the 4K Xbox One titles? Or is it going to be the same?
And then if everything switches to 4K...
Yeah.
I mean, are we going to be able to see... I mean, it says that the old Xbox One games are going to work on the new hardware, but with the new hardware release, there's going to be new disc releases that are... So if a new game comes out, let's say like Titanfall 2, for example. Titanfall 2 comes out in 4K. Am I going to be able to get that disc and play it on my Xbox One?
I mean, on top of that, so the Xbox One,
I
whenever
think
you
so.
get a disc...
Yeah. That's what it made it seem like.
You install the full game on your hard drive, which is like almost like 50 gigs. You know,
Right.
That's a lot of freaking, and that's 1080p or whatever.
Right.
So
if it's gonna be 4K,
you're talking like what 100 gigabyte downloads.
they're gonna definitely need the bigger hard drives. I mean, 2 terabyte I think is gonna be
2
the new.
terabytes not gonna be enough.
That's maybe why it is 2 terabyte.
Right.
And that would mean that you're gonna probably get like 10 games, 5 games on it.
Mhm.
Something
I
like
think
that.
the 2 terabyte is gonna be the new 500 gig.
Yep.
That's gonna be the base model.
Oh, it's so big. Oh, nope. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Nope, I'm out of room.
Top 10 things you don't want to hear on your wedding.
Delete GTA again.
All right. Another big thing. You heard Corey talk about it. This also has me really excited, and it's probably going to be bringing me back to my Xbox. The Xbox Play Anywhere feature. So the majority of the upcoming games developed or published by Microsoft will be playable on the Xbox One and Windows 10. So if you buy a downloadable game on Xbox One, you'll be able to play it on PC. You can start on your Windows desktop, finish in your living room Xbox, or go back and forth.
So that's
cool.
That might not
Very
bring
cool.
you back to your Xbox. You might just stick on your PC.
Exactly. Why are you gonna buy the new console when you can?
No, not by the new console.
No, why are you going to buy the new console when you can play
I see
everything
what
on your
you're
damn
saying.
PC anyways?
Right, because if you have a
Exactly.
4K PC,
Right.
then what's
Is there going to be restrictions though?
Well,
Because
right now,
Probably.
if it's the digital version, you're going to be running off those specs, right? That's built for the Xbox. Hypothetically, I don't know if you'd be able to.
You're
adjust it to your
gonna
rig.
run off your PC specs. Like whatever if you download on Xbox, you get it on PC and you play the PC version of it. So,
Like you're playing it on PC, right? It's
Yeah.
not like PS4 where you remote play.
Right.
Okay, because that's kind of where I'm getting it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
well, even comparing that, the Xbox One, when you stream a game like right now with the Xbox app, looks so much better than if you stream a game with the PS4 app.
I haven't tried that, so I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like the PS4 looks like.
I've done the remote play on PS4 and it's all right. But
I mean, yeah, but if you do the same thing, because you could do that with Xbox. You have the Xbox app on your PC. You could play a game. You could stream your Xbox to your PC.
Then why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they just go digital then and just sell? Like it's Steam. Do a Steam service then, Microsoft Steam service.
Well, that's basically what it's going to be.
That's what it sounds like. There's no reason to buy another Xbox then. If you're just converting more people to PC gaming.
Yeah. Well, that's
what
the
it
thing.
seems like. Which is, I mean, there's nothing against that, but it almost seems like you're.
Could that be what they're doing with that new Xbox though? Because Microsoft has been talking for a while about them wanting to bring their PC and Xbox, like their PC gaming division and their Xbox division under one roof and kind of make it, one for all. So
It just seems like
merge.
the PC players who have Xboxes will just be like, all right, I'm just gonna stay on my PC. There's no reason for me to go.
There's no reason to switch.
Another Xbox now.
But the cool thing with this though is that right now our group is pretty divided between Xbox or between PC and PlayStation.
Yeah. Okay. So like you will be on Discord and then I'll be able to play Fallout 4 or whatever.
Yeah, assuming we're all
as an
playing
example.
on Xbox or PC.
Yeah.
Because PlayStation's not, connected yet. We'll be able to be playing not only like at the same time, but play together, multiplayer, whether we're on PC or Xbox, which is cool.
The thing I do like about this is open for cross-platform, correct?
Yeah.
So now we're going to be able to play PC players with Xbox players on whatever games that come out. So I'm excited because they showed the example was Gears 4, and that was Boner Jams 2016 right there. That should look good.
Well, then they also showed, it's not the caliber of Gears 4, but they showed Minecraft, and one person was on their iPad, one person was on their Surface.
Minecraft Realms.
Minecraft Realms.
Yeah.
And another person
that
was
looked pretty
in
good.
the Oculus. No, it wasn't even the Oculus. It was the Samsung VR.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Samsung VR?
It was the Samsung VR.
Because it'll function on the Pocket Edition too.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And it's an always-on world. You pay one subscription, you can have up to 10 people there.
Really? Okay. That's big things, gentlemen.
Big things are happening.
Big things.
One of the last big features that Xbox is getting is Xbox Live Clubs. So clubs are persistent groups of Xbox Live friends that exist both on and off Xbox One. Rather than form a new party each game session, a club is essentially a voice chat and text chat room that can be entered and exited at will. The text chat is limited to the console. Oh, isn't limited to the console. It will be accessible on PC, Xbox Live, and mobile too.
So they're basically just making a Reddit
It's
on your Xbox.
Seems like it's going to be kind of like Discord for Xbox.
If they're chat rooms, it's just gonna be.
No, chat rooms like our group,
and stuff, and trolling.
Like our show has a group. Not a chat room like
not old school chat room text.
I
was thinking it was like forums type.
No, it's gonna be like
setup.
It's gonna be like we have a show Facebook group that we all talking all day.
Okay, that makes more sense then, because
like
I was like, I don't really care about that.
PlayStation communities.
It's like what?
PlayStation communities. They have something like that. Like,
do they?
Yeah, when you go on the PS4, they have like communities for different games or whatever the hell you want.
Kind of, but that's more public. This is to be a private room. This is like if you start a group Facebook chat.
Okay. So we're gonna make the Sons of Anarchy on Xbox. That's basically that's what we're doing. We're all gonna get cuts that say
we're all gonna have clubs.
VGB for life.
Blood in, blood out.
Oh God, I can see Corey with his tats.
If he's listening right now, he's already like, I know he's rolling up his sleeves and like, he's
probably got a cigar in his mouth right now.
He went to go find some jean like vests, knock some dude off his bike.
Now I'm picturing him with a mullet. That's not good.
It's gonna happen. Corey mullet. # Corey's mullet. Get that trending. Okay.
Now let's get into the important stuff.
All right. So it's getting to games that were announced during the Xbox or the Microsoft press.
And of course, the top one,
Gears of War, was that trailer.
The feels.
Yeah.
The feels. It's man, I can't wait to play this because I want to see. Because like with 3, if anybody played 3, like basically just wrapped up that whole story. And when I first saw the Gears 4 trailer, I was like, wait, the Locusts are back? I thought they were done. But it's like a completely different enemy. And the only thing that kind of irritates me is it looks like they took a step back where it's 3 players instead of 4. So I
thought I heard them say it could be 4 to 6 players, but I could be thinking of a different game. Everything mashed together.
Yeah, I know. So everything happened really fast. Yeah. I don't know. I definitely want to see
some. That would be bootsy if it was 3. I mean, that's like
some 4-player co-op going on. That was what it was all about for Gears 3.
So I've played a little bit of Gears 1. I don't think I played 2 or 3. Did you guys, Derek or Joel? Did you guys play Gears at all?
I played all the way through the series.
Played it? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you guys excited about the new one?
Oh, definitely.
Hey, new subscriber.
Hey.
We don't do the wave on this show. That's a weekend thing.
Damn, just denied him.
Maybe during the bonus hour or bonus time. So if 3 wrapped up the story, will 4 is this completely new? I mean, could I played 1?
I believe it's the son.
Okay.
I'm trying to avoid all spoilers. I really want to play it, so
I know there's some character reveal because so to be honest, like I have a full-time job, as most of us do, so it was really hard trying to keep up with everything. So most of today I had the YouTube like recaps, chilling, and I had my phone down, and I'd be looking around, peeking up above my cubicle, and then
no one's there.
Okay.
Get his fix.
Okay.
You're basically a crackhead.
For those of you who are listening and not watching on Twitch, I was taking my phone and peeping it up so I could see what was on the screen and then putting it back down.
He's being a peeping Tom.
A peeping Tom.
No, it's I don't know. It is. They did confirm that it is his son, which isn't really a big spoiler, because the other cast members just seem like new additions. So that's kind of cool. Get some more characters, let you build the basically the personalities and stuff. Kind of get you involved and like them. So I think it's gonna do good. It's probably gonna keep the magic from the last trilogy, I should say. Yeah.
Battlefield 1 is another game that was shown. This, I think, is probably one of the ones that at least our crew is pretty excited about.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that
Joel's looking at our faces and he
not a fan, huh? Not a fan?
No.
I don't know. They said it was going back to Bad Company 2.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
Okay.
And Bad Company 2 was legit. Personally, I would rather see number 3 of that one. than this Battlefield 1. But that's personal opinion. But Joe, by all
Joel,
means,
yeah. What's that?
I'm done with military shooters, so I didn't even watch it, honestly. I could give a shit less.
You said you're done with military shooters?
Like after Call of Duty killed shooter, like military shooters for me. Yeah, I'm gonna lick it. But yeah, man.
Had to make it weird.
Yeah. I'm just sick of them.
Yeah.
So things like Overwatch are a nice change of pace as far as shooters go. So.
What about Division? Are you still playing Division?
No.
No.
Are you?
No.
Exactly.
I got Overwatch. Overwatch happened and it took over my life.
It wasn't even Overwatch. After you get 30, the grind is just, you realize how much of a grind and how much time you're going to have to put into that game.
I didn't even know if
it definitely took them
30?
too long.
You're probably like 27. Nobody got you to 30.
No, I think I did finally make the 30. I did. Aaron got me, and then Aaron just stopped.
I'm
but
done.
we're going to come back to the Division because they did announce new content for that game. So maybe that gets us back in. We'll come back to it.
Did Destiny's content get you back in?
That's a different
I didn't
game,
even watch
sir.
that video.
I didn't even bother watching it.
I didn't even.
I'm just talking in general. Like
Destiny is like crack. You have to drop it cold. Don't ever look at it again because you will pick that needle back up. I don't know drugs. You get the point.
It's like, wait, what?
That's not how you do crack? I melted it down.
I don't do drugs.
All right,
How dare you?
Forza Horizons 3. Now I gotta be honest. When I saw this on the list, I was like, meh. Like I got Forza 5, I think, as a digital download when I got my Xbox One. Played it for a while, and then I got other games, so I stopped playing it. It's it's a cool game, but what kind of got me interested when I was watching the game trailer is a seamless interaction between multiplayer.
Yeah, that's
that's cool. If nothing else, it's a fun multiplayer game.
I was more pissed that they put that what was it, Lamborghini and fucking like dirt roads and jungle environments. I was like, what are you doing?
Right?
Any car enthusiast wouldn't like dare drive in fucking dirt roads with that car.
We're gonna take a shortcut through the jungle. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
What kind of Lamborghini is this? Is this some off-road version? What about you guys, Derek, Joel? Did this get you excited at all? Forza Horizon.
Did Forza? No.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, I'm gonna let you have your opinions. That's cool. Like if you like it, cool. Like that's just not for me.
Yeah, if you're into racing games, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very niche. I mean, I think more than anything, it's like a pretty factor. I mean, you look at that because it does look very nice.
It's for the people
graphics
who
are
like,
good.
I'm never gonna be able to afford this
car.
This Lambo.
I'm gonna get in and play
let me look at it and digitally feel it.
I'm gonna digitally feel it.
For me, Forza, I'm all about competitive when I play multiplayer, and with that game, there are people that fucking live that game. So you're not winning, and I fucking hate that. So I just don't play them.
No, I would play the I think it was Forza 5. I can't remember, to be honest. And yeah, people are. And I don't race, like, I'm a dirty racer in that game. And so I'll ram people off the road. And like, that's, like, not...
Wow.
That's frowned upon in that community. And so I'd get hate messages.
You'd get kicked out of that car.
And
wow.
Hey, it's like NASCAR. Just run people off the road. Recore. Okay, this game got me really excited. And I'm really hoping...
Really?
Okay, really excited maybe is an overstatement. It got me excited.
Don't go back on it. If you were really excited, submit it.
It looked cool.
It looked interesting, but it didn't look like a game that I'm gonna play and want to buy. It's kind of like that game that was on the 360. I think it was Cameo. They pushed that one real hard.
Yeah.
When 360 first launched.
Yeah, that was launch title.
And I kind of got that same feeling looking at that one, and I mean it looks interesting, but it's not enough to sell me on it just yet. I'm still gonna be open-minded and wait to see more videos and things like that, because this is the first time they showed gameplay.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Before it was just all
last year was a trailer.
Trailer and cutscenes and stuff. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not closing myself off to it just yet.
Did you guys hear anything about a launch date for Recore, or is it again? Was it just more?
No, I think it's 2016. Let me see.
Is it late?
No, September 13th.
September 13th.
Yes.
Oh, that's coming up.
This year?
Of this year.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's actually really
interesting.
Very soon.
really
I'm surprised
it
we
worries
didn't
me
see
'cause
more of it then.
Yeah, I know exactly. Like the gameplay was kind of minimal, so
Yeah, it was mainly that cool like flat material looking.
So you get different robots? Is that what I noticed? Because it looked like from the original trailer, it looked like she just took the core out and put it in another robot, and now it looks like you have like four or five different robots with you.
Or maybe you choose which one you want.
I don't know. Not
they
much
need to
is
show
came
more.
out in this game.
They need to show more.
You definitely got to see more.
Final Fantasy 15.
That's the boy band.
I'm all for it. No,
you bleached
I feel like Final Fantasy VII's battle system is going to be based off of 15's battle system.
Yeah.
So if you don't like 15, you're not going to like 7, in my opinion. Like aside from the story, but I mean, I think it's going to be very similar.
I think you're right on that one. I think the battle system is going to be the same, or they're going to use that model for this Final Fantasy VII reboot or episodic shit, or whatever they're doing with it.
Now, is this the one that had VR experience?
Yes, it had the VR experience.
Yeah. Did you guys hear anything about? See, I've never played a Final Fantasy game in my life, so I have.
It looked retarded, in my opinion.
It looked like you're stationary the whole time. Like you're not gonna be able to move.
It looked like he like teleported spots and just like turned.
Like a rail
and
shooter.
Shot shit, and teleported somewhere else. It just looked retarded.
Yeah, not my. I probably won't play it on VR.
No.
The actual game, yes. I'm kind of excited for it, but VR, no.
Not VR. Killer Instinct, not a new game obviously, but they are getting a Gears character.
General Ram.
And
he's free like.
I think
for the week or something like that.
For the E3 week. I think.
Yeah.
Anybody play Killer Instinct in here?
No. A little bit, not
Nintendo 64.
Person.
Yeah. I played a little bit. What was it? It was Corey's wife's birthday party. We played.
Oh yeah.
And like I was sharking people because I was like, oh yeah, I've never played this game before, and they just button mash the whole time, and like that's
basically what you
not do. Who's the better player, it's who can button mash the fastest with the best combos. And
I just hope that they do like they did last time and release the season 2 for free. They did that with the season 1, and they let you take the characters and stuff, which was cool because I downloaded it.
So when season 2 came out, they gave season 1 for free.
It was a little while. They waited, and then it was like one of their games with gold things. Okay. They gave out the first season, and you can download that and play. So I mean, I hope they do the same thing as they keep progressing the seasons. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Plus, there's not that many games you can give for free on Xbox One. Let's be honest.
Right. It's getting. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Inside. This is one that I know nothing about. It's the first time I've seen this.
I haven't even seen anything on this.
Everyone I've seen talk about it are like, it's supposed to be good. Like the guy that came on stage was like, this is probably the best game I've ever played, but like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's what he was talking about, but they didn't show anything.
No, it's like Ingress, or not
Ingress. You just said BT Dubs, I was playing this game backstage, it's probably the best game I've ever played.
Yeah.
Alright, Division! It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So we're gonna do the same thing and moving on. We happy.
Okay, never mind. I thought you were going to Sony. Go ahead.
Hold
the fucking door.
I know there's like a bunch of good titles.
Hell yeah, don't be.
We Happy Few. That game looks like a trip.
It literally looks like BioShock on uppers.
Yeah.
That's how to describe it.
The preview alpha build is in the Discord.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? Pre-show. Okay.
I've actually seen this game while it was in alpha, and it now it looks like it's completely different.
They added story elements. Like I was playing it. Like it's if you want to get the alpha build in the Discord and just play it, you'll learn how to play the mechanics and all that. But like there was no story to it really.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
just running around and beating people up, or they're beating you up.
The little bit I saw, because again I was at work and picking up my phone. It looked very like Fallout 4-ish. It had like that 50s vibe to it. At least what I saw when he was looking at that big machine. He was like scrolling through like newspaper clippings.
Oh,
was that what it was? Again, I was looking at I was literally like just looking at my phone really quick.
Yeah, it was like a retro style. Yeah,
it was. It looks like a trip.
It was like Rapture and Bioshock.
That was a weird trailer to be looking at bits and pieces of, because I'm looking at it and it's like some dude looking at newspapers, and then I peek up and it's some person in a clown mask stabbing somebody, and then coming after the person, and then put my phone down. I picked it back up and she's like, "Come play with the piñata. It's a Mexican tradition," and then it's a rat.
Man, it's.
I was like, what am I watching?
I thought it was gonna be a baby. Like, that was just my first thought.
What?
It's like, if that's a baby when they go out of the whole deranged mode, I was gonna like, that's disturbing.
I didn't think it was gonna be a baby, but I did think it was gonna be some sort of human
body or something.
Body part, something. Like, honestly, I expected a head.
Oh yeah, that would have made sense. Just beating somebody's head.
So we'll see. Happy few. Gwent, the Witcher card game.
Hold up. Go back to We Happy Few.
Okay, We Happy Few.
It comes out on the preview later this month, and for Steam next month on the 26th. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, who's running the show?
I'm just trying to give you some more.
So thank you for
you
the
want
release
me to send
dates.
that to you so you can you have all that for?
No, it's fine.
That's what
I meant to send it to you.
Come on, man.
Gwent. Wait, hang on. Can we move on? Are we good?
We can move on, but if you want to know about Gwent, you can. I'll just tell you that you can sign up for the beta right now.
You can sign up for the beta right now.
In September, I believe.
Gwent, the Witcher card game. So this is apparently the game that you could play in Witcher. And I don't know. See, when the guys come up on stage at E3 and they're giving these statistics, like 40 million people were doing this and yada yada. I'd say, how true is that actually? How much is it rounded? But he was saying that a lot of players were actually playing Witcher, and they were just going in taverns, and they were just playing this game in the game, and that they're the reason why they're making this its own standalone thing.
Is this was this in all three of the Witchers? I didn't
play 1 or 2. I don't believe so. I think it was just in 3.
Just in 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I've played barely like a little bit of 1. And I kind of just fell off of it, but
I played a little bit of 3. But he was saying like, we designed this whole beautiful world for you to go explore in, and you guys went to taverns and played a card game in the game.
I don't think that's accurate. There is an achievement / trophy to get all the Gwent cards in the game. So essentially, you would have to go to all the fucking taverns and play all the people and play.
That's how he got his.
I don't know.
I don't know. It was a stretch. That's what I'm saying.
But the card game is really fucking fun. And the one thing that I was thinking while I was playing the game was, fuck, I'd love to play Gwent online. Why didn't they implement that?
Yeah. Well,
so,
now
I am excited for it.
Now, and they did this with what is it, RuneScape? There's a RuneScape card game as well.
Oh, that looks like Hearthstone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Cory and I got to play a little bit of that at TwitchCon. It's interesting. And then there's another game that we're going to talk about later on that's going to have
just throw it out there.
Aspects.
Just throw it out there.
Peanut Gallery.
There's another card game, but it's on Kickstarter. It's because Fable Legends died.
Oh, the pub?
Fable Fortune is coming out.
That's a card game?
Yes, it was a side project. It was going to be implemented with Fable Legends. How I was telling you, it would be awesome if people were in town fucking hanging out at the bar and playing games and shit. I'm pretty sure that was one of the games that was intended to be played in the pub. And the game is pretty fucking solid. I've never played Hearthstone. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Or Hearth, or whatever.
Hearthstone.
Oh, yeah. I've never played that, but everyone this compares that, says that this Fortune is a lot better, but I don't know. It's fun. It's got a lot of fucking bugs and it pisses me off right now because it's alpha, but I mean,
yeah, I was gonna say,
fucking.
It's not yet released.
Tekken 7 is playing, and I think you could download it now, right?
Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Mix that shit up, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't think
get that free.
You get free
if you're a gold member.
If you're a gold member. No, I don't think it's free.
You don't even have to pre-order. That's right.
You just go and you just get it, and you.
Oh,
but that offers Xbox.
On Xbox? Okay,
yeah.
Does it expire?
But no, I think it's only good this week.
Oh shit! I better do it.
Yeah, that's.
I'll never play it, but I gotta have it in my catalog.
Yeah, pretty much. So, dabble.
Derek, do you play any of the Tekken games?
No.
No.
Not really into fighters anymore. It was a big thing back, Super Nintendo, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Loved it. Just not my bag anymore.
Going to arcades. I'd play fighting games all day in arcades, but I never got into it the characters and the storylines and
Tekken. Now it seems like they're just really trying to capitalize on adding the Street Fighter characters in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that trailer was just Akuma beating the crap out of Heihachi. I think that's his name.
Well, and they're adding a campaign in Tekken, right? It's a campaign mode.
It's
something
like
similar.
The story and the fighting. They kind of just flow together.
Oh, it's like Street Fighter. The Street Fighter has they have a story mode, but you're basically playing through the story.
You're in the cinematic. You're in the cinematic, and you start beating each other, fighting each other while you're in the cinematic, and it goes it doesn't go black screen and then you go to...
Oh, it's like seamless.
Yes, exactly. It just goes right into the fight.
Cool.
That's nice.
Cool. That's a nice way of doing it.
Kind of give you a little something before the fight.
Yeah.
beat the shit out of each other before the fight.
Dead Rising 4.
This is gonna be awesome. I think the success of 3 on Xbox One, this was surprising because I didn't think they were gonna release one for a while now, and it kind of came out of nowhere. Nobody leaked anything. I didn't see anything.
I'm ready to pounce.
And then it just
It looks exactly like 3, and that's why it came out so quick.
That's probably 100% true.
You think they pulled a Call of Duty and just copied pasted?
Yes. Yes. And I feel like 3 was fun, and 4 will probably be fun, but I think the only reason that was a big title is because it was a launch title. I feel there was nothing to fucking buy. That was the game to buy.
That's true.
Well, that's why I played Forza for so long, because that was the game that came with my Xbox, and I didn't buy any other games yet. So
you had a tortured launch. That's what you did.
I did. Scalebound. I saw the gameplay. The gameplay looks cool. It looks like you were some sort of mutant dinosaur fighting some sort of octopus.
That's a dragon?
Again, peeking at the phone.
Yeah,
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Scalebound. Yeah, no, it looks very Devil May Cry meets dragons. That's the best way to describe it.
Nailed it.
Because I doubt anybody's familiar with a game called Drakengard.
For Super Nintendo?
No, it was on PlayStation
1?
2, I think. Yeah, 2. PlayStation 2. I think they released one on PS3. But it was like a Dynasty Warriors, but you got a freaking big-ass dragon. And that's kind of the feels I get when I see this game. Is Devil May Cry meets that one. Mm. That was a really good title.
It looks like it'll be a fun co-op.
Yeah, no, that was surprising too. I didn't expect them to add co-op. Kind of disappointed though, because it's just all the same character.
Was it?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I probably got to go and rewatch the trailer, but it looked like everybody's the same character model. Just their dragons look different.
Scalebound. Oh no, sorry. Drakengard was PS3. Capital Fight District.
They have a PS2 one because I own it.
And then
I know that for sure.
Good Old Ninja says Scalebound is going to be better than Final Fantasy 15.
You are fucking high, my friend.
He is looking at your face and he is fucking pissed.
I'm coming to your house.
He's gonna stab you because that's what he told me last week.
I shank you.
No, it was a shank. It was, I'm gonna stab you.
I'll fucking stab you.
I think that was the exact wording. Actually.
I did tell you I was gonna stab you.
Moving on.
Let me move out the way. And, I think these chairs roll.
Sea of Thieves. So we talked a little bit about this with Corey. This game since last year, I've been excited about it. Mm-hmm. Since we first saw it, we saw the little bit of cinematic last year.
Yeah.
And I thought this is gonna be awesome.
Just jump in, man.
I don't like to.
Do you watch the show?
I don't like.
Do you know how it works?
Well, somebody was like, "Joel's not talking; he's really quiet." And I don't like to. I try not to, man, because I have a lot of opinions. See if these last year looked fucking awesome. After hearing Cory on Discord, I'm sure it's gonna be fun, but I'm disappointed. No, I'm not on the fence. I'll probably buy it. I'm disappointed with what he said though, because anybody ever played Pirates of the Caribbean for PC? It was free to play. I think you can buy some shit.
I've heard of it.
It's got to be almost like 10 years old now. But Sea of Thieves reminded me of that game. I thought Sea of Thieves was going to be a lot better than that. It was like you could actually be on land at all times. You go on sea as well, but there was fighting. You would fight on shore and shit like that too. It doesn't sound like they have that.
So you think it's gonna be like Black Flag?
I didn't.
That would
play Assassin's Creed?
No, I got sick of Assassin's Creed by then.
I did too, but Black Flag was free.
I heard.
Yeah.
And
was
so
it?
yeah, it was free.
Yeah,
it was one of the games with gold. So I downloaded it, and yeah, it's pretty cool because you do. That's the one with the ships. So you can sail and do ship battles, and then you go on land. Ship battles. And then you go on land for your assassination missions and stuff like that. But it was, back and forth. It was cool.
If we can't fight a kraken in this or some type of giant sea creature,
that's the first thing our crew's gonna do.
Give me a raid boss. We want to fight a giant octopus.
That's the thing though. The potential is there's so many things they could do with this.
Yeah, and they still haven't shown much, so they could have.
Right, they could do that. Yeah.
So.
Well, because Corey was saying they don't even have guns.
Well, I mean, there's no release date on it yet, so there's still hope for it. I'm still gonna buy it. It still looks good. It still looks like it's gonna be fun. I just feel like it has more potential, and if there's.
I think this is one of the games where you download it and you can be playing on your Xbox. I can have it on my PC, and we could be playing which is
hopefully because they announced.
I feel like every game moving forward is going to be like that.
I think it is.
It should
be.
It should.
Yeah.
The announcement I read specifically said published. Let's see, where was it? It was developed or published by Microsoft. So
third party is not some.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, because Rare is owned by Microsoft. That's right. It's a Rare game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Wrapping up Microsoft games, we have State of Decay 2.
Okay, I mean, it had its fan base, but it's nothing different from like DayZ or H1Z1.
It's just another zombie.
Yeah.
There's another zombie game we're gonna get to later on that I'm more excited about.
It just needs to be co-op. This one's not like co-op.
It looks like it is, and that's what looks good about it. Like the first one was cool, but the whole time I played, I wanted it to be co-op. So it looks like this one is. And
when I played the demo, I felt the same exact way.
Yeah.
And then Halo Wars 2.
I'm actually surprised they're coming out with a sequel to this.
I am as well. Was it successful? Was the first one successful?
It was.
It was?
Yeah, I played it. Whatever all the achievement shit, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't do the hunting anymore for achievements. It was fun, but if I'm gonna play a game like that, I want to play like a Warcraft 4.
Yeah. I don't know.
See, I don't know. When I worked at a particular game store,
you could say the name. Or are you trying to block it out?
Yeah, I'm trying to erase it. People bought this thinking it was just like a normal Master Chief Halo game. And then they brought it back immediately when they went home. Like
they came and they looked at your face, and they were fucking.
Like you sold me this. So from then on, I had to tell them it's an RTS. What is that?
Yeah.
Point and click.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, because I didn't buy it. I had a friend who had it. I was like, Halo Wars. I've never heard of this. Let's play this. And I was like, what the hell? You were
expecting Star Wars Battlefront style.
I was expecting Halo.
But you get freaking.
I get Fallout 1.
Stick. That's what you
That's what I get. Fallout 1. All right. So.
Demo out right now for Halo Wars 2.
Right
Demo's out?
Right now, yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't...
If you care enough.
Beta. Demo, whatever. No, beta.
Beta, okay.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Beta. Yes. Final answer. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, moving on to Sony. So right off the bat, this wasn't the first announcement, but this is a relevant kind of big announcement. We were talking about this before the show. PlayStation VR. They confirmed it's going to launch on October 13th, 2016 in North America for a whopping $399. So the cost of
another PlayStation.
Another PlayStation.
No thanks.
And it's not one you have to use it with your PlayStation. So you're basically buying two PlayStations. In the press conference, they also unveiled unique PSVR experiences, including Farpoint from Impulse Gear, Star Wars Battlefront X-Wing VR mission. We're going to get back to that. Batman Arkham VR from Rocksteady and Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. So, Derek, you were bringing up a fairly good argument for the VR.
So for me, the biggest thing is that with the Oculus or with the Vive, you are supplying a monster of a PC in order to get it to work properly. I mean, you have to the minimum specs on those things is pretty crazy. So for most people, and Sony has not been shy about their numbers, they have sold quite a few PS4s.
Right.
So most of these people are already going to have a PS4 that's $400 and now $350, and then all that's required other than getting the VR headset is the PS camera.
Yeah.
So you've got that set up, and you plug it into the PS4 and you're ready to go. Does it give you the flexibility of like the Oculus or the Vive? Not really. They kind of have different applications in a way. But at least with the PlayStation VR, you're already set up and you have the hardware along with the headset.
It's for the common person.
Exactly. It's gonna the Oculus is great and the Vive is great, and realistically not a lot of people are going to be early adopters on those.
No. I think VR in general is not going to be an early adopter thing. I have the Samsung VR, but that's because I got it through my cell phone company and I'm paying $4 a month for it. So I'm like, I'll try
how
it for $4
often
a
do you
month.
play it right now?
That's the thing. I'm cheap, so I haven't played any games on it yet because you have to buy the games. I might get Minecraft. I played, somebody else had it, and when we were on Orange Lounge Radio a couple weeks ago, one of the hosts, Floki, he had the VR, Samsung VR, and he had bought a controller, and he was in Minecraft, and that was a trip. Like Corey was talking about VR experiences making him sick. That almost made me sick because you can look around and see the world and you can move around, but it's something that people are going to have to get used to because your equilibrium is telling you you're not moving, but your eyes are telling you are.
And that's where the Vive may end up being a little bit better for people like that experience it that way.
Yeah.
Because it's room size VR and you physically can move and grab things.
Yeah. When we were at the Indie
Arcade.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to check out the Vive?
I didn't end up going in the VR room.
No. We waited in line for like
we were almost
45
in the front.
minutes. We were almost in the front, and then our panel started.
So
we had to go.
So we had to bail.
And then by the time we were done with the panel, I think they were gone.
Yeah, he packed up.
He packed up and left.
He was bouncing, so I missed it.
But speaking to your point, I mean, he had a huge area roped off for people
with chairs.
And then he had a monster of a PC chilling there. And so, like you said, I mean, unless you're a PC master racer and you already have a beast of a PC,
right?
It's gonna be VR is gonna be a pricey thing to get into as an early adopter. Right,
and that's the thing, right? So $350 gets you a PS4, which is gonna be the power for the PlayStation VR. $350 gets you you're almost there graphics card.
Right.
Not quite,
but almost. So they're talking about Farpoint for the VR. That looked cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. I still don't see like.
It's not something it's not gonna make me buy it, but it was cool.
I don't know. There's more to the games than just like looking around the environment for me. Like I have to be controlled. So if Farpoint, if I don't have like some sort of like controlling device, I think I'll pass.
Well, I think that's what it is. I think you're gonna have you're gonna have a PlayStation controller.
I don't know. I gotta see more on it. I'm not really sold on anything VR right now.
Yeah, it's still kind of an early. Joel, you've been awfully quiet during VR. What do you think?
Batman Arkham. I'm buying PlayStation VR just for that, and fuck the rest of it.
Okay. So you're buying it solely based on the trailer where we saw outlines of the cowl and the Joker talking.
Huge Batman fan. The Arkham series I fucking love. So like you throw that out. It's same with the Zelda. I'm buying it. I fucking hate the NX and I don't want shit to do with it, but I'm gonna fucking buy it for Zelda.
Hold that for the Nintendo section.
Okay.
Damn it! I'm the host. I'm leading the show.
Batman Arkham, that sold me right there. Honestly, before I saw that, I was like, fuck that. VR, I don't think it's almost like a gimmick, but I think it's going to stay around this time. Whereas in the past, it just fucking pushed away, you know.
I think what's going to make it stick around this time is you have you have EA, you have Rocksteady, you have, let's see, it's another, nothing in front of me, but big name developers are investing in it.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are investing.
A lot of people are investing in it. Well, you have Microsoft designing a whole new Xbox just to support VR. You have we'll get to Bethesda. You have Sony with their VR, and then you have game developers investing in it. I'm a little shocked because I did think it was going to be a gimmick that wasn't going to be around for very well.
It feels like a gimmick that's going to be
especially when you have HoloLens on the horizon, and I would much rather have HoloLens than VR.
That's true.
I mean,
HoloLens seems more environmentally friendly,
right?
to your body.
See things, I mean,
yeah, you're still aware you can do more things outside of a small space.
Right.
You know, you can still interact. Like, if Pokemon Go was on HoloLens,
oh my god, I would never have that.
That would be legit.
That would be. We'll come back to Pokemon Go too. The Battlefront X-Wing VR mission. We were talking about this pre-show. It does seem like it's just the one mission. One mission, which I think.
Is it blowing up the Death Star and then all out? Is that what it is?
You know what? I would not doubt it.
That's what it is.
I think. Speaking as somebody who, and I'm not being negative, Joel. I'm looking at you, or closed-minded. I played the Star Wars Battlefront for a while, and I actually even have the season pass because I'm reviewing it. And it's a fun game, but it's not something that hooks me in.
Don't lie.
No, it's fun to play with people. But here's the thing. Here's what would make it even better, and they should have done this from the very beginning. If it was all VR. Because what I like about it is being immersed in the Star Wars universe.
You almost threw up playing Minecraft.
Oh, I'm not saying I'd play it.
So you want an entire first-person shooter, or is it first-person?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's you go back and forth. Yeah. You can do first or you can do third. You
want that in this VR? No, because you'd be Vomit City.
When I think of VR and I think of like first-person shooters, I think of this game that was in the arcades and what was it called? I think it was like 911 Emergency or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, you were a cop and it had this thing that came out above on the machine and it would measure you. So then when you're shooting, you're playing the game, you can duck, and you duck on screen. So you can hide behind walls, and you can peek out. And I thought that was the coolest thing. Like, I'm pretty sure I own stock in that company because I played that game so much. And when I think of first-person shooter VR, I'm thinking that at the next level. I'm running through.
But see, that's the thing,
on
though.
Hoth, and I'm ducking behind
It's what
rocks
you're seeing. It's not seeing you. Well, that's the whole thing with VR. It's like it's not taking your measurements or your anything like that. You're just looking through the eyes of your character.
No, I mean the whole idea of being able to move, and when you duck on screen, as opposed to sitting there playing it on the PlayStation and you're doing this, or if you're like a parent, you're doing this.
I think you would have to have. Well, I mean, I guess you could, considering the Sony VR has you need the camera, correct?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess
and Vive,
theoretically you could have that too.
Vive would be like that. I don't know if Oculus would be like that. And then we have Batman Arkham.
You just went over that.
Batman Arkham is one of his, right? That's like I'm getting it. I don't know, man. I know Battlefront sucks, but to fly an X-Wing? I mean, I've been wanting an X-Wing, like a simulated X-Wing, like a really good one for a long time. They have the old games,
but would you just do one mission and
see? That's where I'm like, why would you do this? It's like, are they just putting their toe in the water? Like, oh, is this cool?
Is it gonna be?
Right.
And then, how long is this mission?
Who said it
right?
Was
Exactly.
One mission?
Well, it says Battlefront X-Wing VR mission is what it's actually called. So, is it more than one?
It doesn't mean that it's more than one mission. That's the thing. We don't know. Based on what we've heard.
Come on.
There wasn't much to the trailer either.
Yeah. I don't know.
that's one that's got me thinking.
Yeah, I played it for a few days and I got bored of it.
All right, so we gotta keep moving. Games announced at Sony. We have God of War, the new God of War.
Oh boy,
that trailer looked.
That
dope.
game is just overhauled. It's completely different. Yeah. It looks nothing like the previous ones.
Yeah.
Hashtag good parenting.
Right.
Right. Here, kill this thing.
Yeah.
That you can tell that's straight up Norse. They got that from the whole Norse mythology and probably freaking Spartan like mythology. Like his kid, he was just like brutal to him.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
Well, I mean, everything I was reading about it, it sounded like they're wondering. People are wondering if this is their move into the Norse mythology because there were rumors going around that this next God of War they're going to move into the Norse.
Well, the creature, whatever the big giant creature from the trailer or the gameplay footage, he mentioned.
He said something in Viking.
Yeah,
Vikingese.
He mentioned something about.
He said Valhalla.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, he mentioned that. So I think that pretty much. And it confirms right there.
I mean, really, how much like Thor was his axe? I mean, he'd throw it and then just summon it back, just like Thor would do. Do you think that they got anything from Thor with that, or do you think that was just?
Well, I mean, technically, he's still a god, correct? From God
well, that's the other.
I did not finish 3, so I'm not sure.
Well, that's the other thing.
Yes,
is they're saying
don't ruin it.
Where in the timeline does this take place?
Because it's after.
It's after.
It's after.
It's confirmed after. Okay.
I don't want to ruin it for Joey.
I know he killed all the gods,
but basically it wraps up.
Okay.
And it kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger, like, you know, where is he now, type of thing.
And so that's where he was being apparent.
Apparently, he's in freaking Norse, wherever that area is at, and he's raising a family, or trying to, at least a son, because his wife is presumed dead, I guess. We'll see. You're good.
You're good. All right.
So that's how it ends. No.
Yeah. So he dies. Days Gone is another game. That's the game. There were no zombies in it, but everything I read was saying that it was a zombie game.
No, there were zombies in there. You missed the whole trailer then.
Yeah.
It was World War Z meets Daisy.
Okay, basically. I need to. That's the one where he's talking about. It's like the whole voiceover, and he's like on the motorcycle. Yeah. With the chick.
It's
Where do you see the zombies?
Oh, they come out, and it's like flood of zombies. Think what's that? Left 4 Dead. You know how they have the giant hordes of zombies?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But it's massive.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch after the show.
Yeah.
You guys watch it with me.
Who's seen Last of Us? Or played it, sorry.
Haven't finished it.
I've seen it.
Okay, well, it's not really spoiled. The prologue when you're playing, and then his daughter dies. That's spoiler for anyone who hasn't touched it.
Yeah, damn, it's not a spoiler,
like 4 or 5 years.
The main character dies.
But in this Days Gone trailer, there's a scene where like it almost looks like I don't think it's linked to Last of Us, but it looked, I don't know.
It had that feel.
It had like a scene like you were looking down on Joel when he was had his daughter, and goddamn, what's his fucking brother?
Oh yeah, I know.
When the girl gets shot, it looked like it was that scene, but it probably wasn't. But I don't know.
I did kind of get that feel, like Last of Us feel.
And then when you see all the mobs, and you're like, okay, it's not fucking like anything.
Yeah, once
related.
You see those mobs, you're like, what the hell? The game looks like it's gonna be a blast. I just hope every experience that you have with the zombies is similar to that.
Similar.
Yeah, because you were like, once you see all the waves of zombies coming at you, like, fuck, this dude's done. He is dead. And then he manages to get out of tight spots. And then you get another moment where it's like clutch. Like, oh my God, this guy's going to be done. And that's how that gameplay was throughout the whole thing. So rewatch that. This game looks promising if you're a zombie fan.
The people in chat, they're telling me that it was at the end of the Sony thing that they actually had gameplay. I didn't see the gameplay. I just saw the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer was at the beginning and the gameplay was at the end.
Okay, so I didn't see the gameplay. Yeah. That's where I'm missing the zombies. Because the trailer, they didn't have any zombies in it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's because they went back. He was like, let's go back to...
All right, so Last Guardian.
This game's
freaking out
hasn't been...
October 25th this year. Pop boner.
That was a shocking announcement that it's actually going to come out.
I kind of felt like that was going to happen though.
Well, they've been working on it for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Freaking game.
Horizon Zero Dawn. That is a game that I'm really excited for. That game looks dope.
That game does look dope.
And I think one thing that a lot of people are going to like about it, this stuck out for me, is that it's a female lead.
Yeah, that probably push.
And it's strong female lead too. Like, she doesn't have like this like.
She saved the guy in the.
She saved the guy, yeah. And it sounds like it's kind of a they're really pushing for that. I don't know what the rest of the story is going to be, but I picked up when they said "Goddess be with you," so their deity is a goddess, so is another female. So I don't know if that has anything to do with maybe the developers were trying to push for more of a female presence in the game, but we've talked about that before on the show. And one of the panels at the Indie Arcade, they were talking about more female characters and female leads and
here
stuff.
You go.
That's going to be more common.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I think it's a good move.
You have you guys ever played Heavenly Sword?
Mm-mm.
That was like a PS3 launch title. That was a really good female protagonist, but the game looks similar to that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm comparing a lot of these because those are good games. And so this one looks very promising. It looks fun. And I'm pretty sure when it comes out, I think it's going to do really well.
And I'm really curious about the story because for some reason, I am so fascinated with like movies or games or stories in general where you have this like primitive like civilization, and yet there's some sort of hint of technology in
Technology's everywhere.
And so it's like, okay, well, what, I mean, is this like
what happened
so far in the future and then they bounced back, but there's still some remnants of it left? Like, is this like an alternate universe where things didn't develop in the same way? Like, I don't know. Like, it just fascinates me. Detroit Becomes Human. This looks like a very interesting game, albeit a game that may not have very much playthrough. Like you're not gonna go back to it over and over again.
Yeah, this one you will. This one, because this is the style of like Heavy Rain.
How many times did you play through Heavy Rain?
I actually didn't play through it.
How many times did you play through Beyond Two Souls?
I didn't play through that one either.
I played through both of those at one time, and I will not
I
play
know
them
people that have played through it several times just to get the different reactions, and that's why I stay away from them, because I always try to do things the good way. I did that with like Mass Effect. I did that with like Fallout 3. And this one, it just seems like no matter what, stuff will, even if you try to do everything right, things will go wrong, and there's so many outcomes, and I think I would just like lose my mind trying to go back. That's why I don't even read choose your own adventure books.
In the trailer, when he's on top of that rooftop, it showed a shit ton of different outcomes. More than I've seen in Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls. But like, it was ridiculous.
For me, I mean, okay, so the whole end goal of that game is saving the little girl. So once you do the outcome that saves her.
Well, no,
But see, that's the thing, though. That's one scenario. These games usually have hundreds of scenarios that all link and intertwine.
I think it would have to be it would have to be more than just that one.
But it's not
thing.
Game when that happens. If you don't save her, it's not game over. Your story continues.
Yeah.
Like in all the other games, if you fuck up, your story continues, and it alters what's going to happen next in the story. Like,
so if that's the case, then okay. But the way the trailer made it seem like that's the game. The game is
saving the little
saving
girl.
her. Once you save her or don't save her, game over, and then you have to restart and try again.
I think that was like
that's just the
giving
teaser.
You a teaser of what kind of decisions you make, how it affects it, just basically overall gameplay mechanics.
Gotcha, because it looks cool. I mean, it is the game I'm interested in.
You
but
can go
that's
brute force and try to shoot somebody, but then she dies, or
then
you die, or something like that. So,
Resident Evil 7 is another game. Was it Biohazard? Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Biohazard is what they call it in Japan. Or
yeah, in Japan it's Biohazard Resident Evil 7 or something.
Yeah,
like that. They like flipped them.
It looks trippy. I mean, you have very limited view of sight.
When I first watched the trailer, it looked like PT. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this PT? Are they like bringing that out after they fucking ripped the demo off the PlayStation Store?
Yeah.
So, but then
it looks. Oh, go ahead.
It's interesting to see Resident Evil going in the first person direction.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good move and a bold move.
No, go ahead.
It's just like, I think it's where they need to go because. Like, over the past few years, you've seen a lot of these fucking jump scare games come out. Yeah. And it's like, they're shitting all over Resident Evil. Because, like, Resident Evil is a game, and I'm sure you guys have all grown up with, like, it being like, that was a game that fucking made you shit your pants when you were a kid playing it.
Yeah.
And the current Resident Evils don't fucking do that. They're fucking, Resident Evil 6 is doogie.
Yeah.
So
it becomes too predictable.
Yeah.
You know if something's going to happen.
I didn't even realize that it was in first person. Like, that just dawned on me right now. That's why I was like, holy crap. Like,
and I think part of why they made it first person and why you have such limited view is because that is a game that you can do the entire game through VR from start to finish.
And that's another game I would buy in VR because that would be fucking an experience. I feel like they designed it. You know how, like, you could tell a game is designed for, like, a specific platform. This is designed for VR and ported to the console. It seems like
it looks like too that it has nothing to do with any of the other Resident Evil games.
Yeah,
Like
I think it's completely different.
Standard, like, new story, new world, basically.
Maybe it takes place in the same world, but it's just a different. It's like,
I mean, it's possible. I mean,
Cloverfield Lane.
They didn't really show,
but
they didn't really show many
a whole lot,
enemies or anything. It's just really creepy environments.
I think it's been really good.
Yeah, it looks promising. The demo's out now.
Demo's out.
Yes, now. Demo's out now.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and then, of course, Modern Warfare Remastered. The new gameplay trailer that they showed
for Infinite
did look pretty cool. I had kind of written it off as another Call of Duty game.
Yeah, it's definitely another.
Corey was talking about it, and it is just another Call of Duty game, right?
Skylanders got more of a audience like applause than the new Call of Duty did in the conference. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
I think it's just because people are so jaded on
Call of Duty. They hear Call of Duty. I think Modern Warfare Remastered got bigger applause.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah. But you gotta buy Infinite Warfare to get.
Well, you know what, and that's fine. Because the thing is, I don't play Call of Duty anymore for the multiplayer. The multiplayer just ends up irritating me beyond belief.
You have 8-year-olds saying that they had sex with their mom,
and then there's the mechanics of it too. With any sort of twitch in lag, or even just somebody who plays it much more than you. Again, full-time job. I don't play it very much. I do end up killed quite a bit, and that. After a while, it's not as fun.
It's not.
But it's Twitch mechanics. I mean, like, whoever pulls the trigger faster, and sometimes that doesn't even matter.
Right.
It's like where I've gravitated towards Battlefield more for FPS, but Call of Duty campaigns I've always enjoyed for the most part. Yeah. So, and the space doesn't bother me.
The space, see, that to me, that if anything, that makes me more interested in it because it's different.
Right.
Ish. Crash Bandicoot Remastered. Joey Ferris, another writer for NerdReactor.com. He's been on the show a couple of times. He was flipping the F out.
He sounded like he blew his wad at the conference. Just, Crash.
He freaked out.
Done.
Which, that makes me wonder, isn't that, maybe that's why they put it in, what's the game that just came out? The Uncharted?
Oh,
where you could play it in the game.
Oh, I wonder.
You can play Crash Bandicoot in Uncharted 4.
That's awesome.
There's one level on that.
And then we got Skylanders, Imaginators, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, Death Stranding by Kojima. Okay.
Yes. Oh, God. Oh, no.
So, I know it's Kojima, so we're supposed to be really impressed by it, but I can't help but looking at that and thinking, the fuck did I just watch?
Yep.
Like, what is this? You have a naked Norman Reedus holding a fetus, which then... right. Which then...
Norman Fetus.
Norman Fetus.
You get Norman Fetus.
Which then disappears. He has dirty handprints all over him, and then he looks, and there's fish out of the water, and things hovering. And then, title... done.
And you're hooked and talking about it. Kojima knows what he's doing.
The man's a genius. No,
he's a genius.
It's like because we all knew that he was working on something.
Right.
We all
He had to come back hard after that Konami thing because he has so many people like rooting for him and pushing for him. And why not bring back your face from old PT that you were going to do?
We're left with more questions than we had before.
Oh yeah.
Before it was, what is he working on? Now it's,
what is he working on?
What is the story? Why is Norman Reedus naked? Why does it look like he had a C-section and the fetus came from him? Why does he have dirty handprints on him? Are those people floating? Why is the fish out of the water? Are those rocks floating? Why are the fish out of the water? Are those aliens floating? What is happening?
And what is for lunch?
And what is happening? All right.
Curious. PT was supposed to have Norman Reedus in it.
Yes.
When they canceled it, Norman Reedus is in this. Is this that story that was being made with PT?
And I would love to see that. I would love to see that. You guys talking about Resident Evil. I played some Resident Evil, but for me it was Silent Hill.
Yeah.
First time I ever played Silent Hill, PlayStation 1, theater room, big screen TV, dark, surround sound, creepy as can be.
Yeah.
Loved that. And I loved what PT did. And then at the end of PT, when someone finally beat it, they found out it was a Silent Hill sequel.
Yeah.
I was totally jacked for that.
Yeah.
So if it could come back to that or some form of that, that'd be cool.
I mean,
but the trailer was...
I feel like it is. It's got to be. He just renamed it.
He just rebranded.
Yeah.
He redid a lot of things.
Or he really loves fucking Norman Reedus,
He already signed him up, so he was just...
He digitally imposed...
Since you're not doing anything anyway.
Then rounding out Sony's game, Spider-Man.
Made by Insomniac
Which
is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's perfect. I think that's the best thing. Insomniac made Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, yes, they did. They also did Ratchet and Clank, right?
Ratchet and Clank, and there was another one.
It was Ratchet and Clank. What did they do? No, that's Sucker Punch. I was thinking.
But even just Sunset Overdrive alone, that game is very Spider-Man-esque. I mean,
the sliding,
the grinding, going from building to building, and just the humor of it.
You have
the
that
sarcastic
in
humor. You have that in Ratchet too, which is why Insomniac is such perfect.
It is a perfect fit. I mean, and then seeing it go from like THQ to it was like
Activision for a while,
after THQ fell for the two movie games,
right? Amazing
and
Spider-Man.
Now this one looks like it's going back to like Spider-Man 2. That's kind of, and it's exciting.
I'm excited for it. I want to know more about it. I want to know about the White Spider.
Right, that was an interesting suit. I haven't seen that before in any of the comic books or Spider-Man.
No,
I could be wrong.
No,
could be there, but
I was our other podcast, our sister podcast, The Philosophers. They come out on Wednesday, so you can check them out. With Cory being gone at E3, I was running the show for them last night, and so I was talking to Chad, one of the hosts, and he is huge into Marvel, and we were talking about that. He's read like the Spider-Verse, everything like that. He has no idea where that suit is from. We think it's a brand new suit,
and that's awesome because you get a brand new storyline. You can
you can
work.
You have a whole universe to go off of, and then just free reign. All right, so Nintendo.
Oh man,
we'll go with Nintendo.
The biggest news.
E3,
so many things
that made Joey blow another wad.
That's
Zelda.
Disgusting.
The new Zelda game is called Breath of the Wild, which people kept saying Breath of the Wind.
Breasts of the Wind?
Breasts of the Wind.
Zelda's Breasts of the Wind?
They were saying Breath of the Wind, but it's Breath of the Wild, and it's still jam-packed with Zelda series conventions. You still play as Blonde Boy Link, you're still in Hyrule, and you love hurling ceramic pots around. It also seems to represent quite a break with the prescribed paths of previous Zeldas. Breath of the Wild seems to have taken its cues from huge Western RPGs like Skyrim, giving Link free reign to run around its huge map and allowing players to dictate how they approach puzzles and giving them the chance to plot their own course through the game. I think that's cool.
It's amazing. It's
they had to do something different with Zelda, and I think that's amazing.
They revamped the whole genre basically.
It's a Zelda RPG.
Open world
Zelda RPG. That's amazing.
And Link can jump.
Link can jump.
Linkton?
Yep. That's his brother. You also
snooty brother with the monocle. Linkton.
You can also put in the Link Wolf Link amiibo, and you can put him into the game, and he will go and attack enemies for you.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that announcement. I was in the article. That might make me buy an amiibo.
And confirmed, Link is never naked. I know it's a question that we've had on our minds for a long time. He's never naked.
Are you sure?
Yep.
He just has the loincloth.
He just has like a skin suit. And he's like a precog.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Link does not have. He's a Ken doll, no penis.
Pokemon Go will be available in July for iOS and Android. July. That's 2 weeks away, people.
Literally. Literally 2 weeks away.
Are going to be catching so many Pokemon. It's going to be ridiculous. Zoos are going to have to shut down because people are going to be coming to the gorilla exhibit to...
That's terrible.
Oh, crap. Gorilla.
And really? You're just going to keep going?
I was so...
Getting all the gorilla shots.
I was so concerned with not seeing another animal that I went with the...
You went with gorilla. You went with the actual animal that got blasted.
Lions. People are going to be eaten by lions.
That also happened to that naked guy that jumped in. You're just terrible, Webb. You're terrible right now.
People are going to die. But I'm so excited for this game, and I am very excited that's coming out for iOS and Android at the same time.
Well,
because
same month. We don't know
same month,
same day.
Closer than Fallout Shelter did. Fallout Shelter was like what?
Yeah,
like months.
I think like 3 months. Yeah.
So that's awesome. Pokemon Go, the augmented reality free-to-play mobile game from Niantic, will be available this July. Nintendo announced the release window during its second day E3 live stream, but didn't give a concrete day. The company did say the game's accessory, a wrist-worn wearable called Pokemon Go Plus, that lets you play the game without your smartphone, will be available for $34.99. Unfortunately, it won't be quite ready at launch. Nintendo clarified. $34.99.
That's the price of a normal game.
I'm okay with that. No, the game's not even that.
No, I'm saying
that
the wristwatch.
Yeah, that I'm like, okay,
and you play
I can get
it
behind that
without
your phone.
But I mean, everybody goes everywhere with your
phone. But if you are in the middle of a Mewtwo battle and your phone dies, what are you gonna do? You whip out your wrist.
Pull out my Pokédex on my wrist.
Lastly, rounding out Nintendo, I mean, there's no NX news.
Yeah.
So far.
I mean, E3's still happening.
But no NX news. But rounding out Pokemon Sun and Moon, that's how they actually kicked off their live stream from the Treehouse. And we get 3 new monsters, Yungoos, Pikapek, and Grubbins. I may have mispronounced those names completely, but you can correct me later. Encounters are also slightly different now, as Sun and Moon actually will warn you by darkened screen edges before you get into a trainer's field of view, which I love, because I hate going through and battling trainers. That's like my least favorite thing of Pokemon. The trainers themselves will also have unique animations to give the battles a bit more flavor. So it's not going to be the same sliding in, sliding out, doing the same pose.
No, yeah, it's more, I guess, got the cinematic background. They're constantly showing the Pokemon trainer, so they want you to feel like your trainer's always there. It's not just you as the Pokemon.
Right.
You have that interaction because they want you to feel.
Well, yeah, because you have
partnership.
You have new camera angles. Pokemon now cast shadows, and the time of day actually affects the lighting on the field. The menus are also slightly different, with spiffier animations for both leveling up and registering new critters to the Pokedex. There's also a new mode, free-for-all battle, against 3 other people. Winners are decided depending on how many monsters you have at the end versus how many people you defeated. It's also possible for multiple people to just gang up on somebody.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's 100% what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
Trolling beyond trolls. What do you guys think? You guys excited for? I'm excited for Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go is gonna be a huge one.
Sun and Moon, meh. Zelda.
Yo, man. Sun and Moon is gonna be awesome. Man.
I mean, it's
gonna have as much popularity as Go.
Am I gonna go buy it? Maybe not. It is okay. Meh was wrong. Meh for me in terms of going to go buy it. It is great. It seems like they're making leaps and bounds in Pokemon that haven't been made since the originals came out. I mean, I played Blue, around the time it first came out, and then I bought Alpha Sapphire, and aside from the graphics being better and being 3D because you're on the 3DS, it was the same thing. I mean, it was like the animations were the same. It was you go to catch and it wiggles, and then you figure out whether you caught it or not. This, they're bringing new looks and moves and sounds and
camera angles,
and it's all a whole new game. All right.
Now we're gonna switch off to
developers. I'm gonna skip Ubisoft for now. We'll come back to that because I want to hit Bethesda. Bethesda is last year they had a huge press conference.
Oh yeah, no, they won E3 single-handed.
They came out and they said Fallout 4, peace, and they left. And then they came back and said BT Dubs, it's going to be available this year, peace.
Right.
And then they left. They also announced Fallout Shelter, which is a huge mobile game that was incredibly successful. I played it for a few months. Now they're trying to bring you back into Fallout Shelter because quests are coming in July, and there's a PC version of Fallout Shelter. So let's see. Last year, Bethesda surprised everyone at E3 by both announcing and immediately releasing Fallout Shelter, its first mobile game, and it was a huge hit with more than 50 million players, as well as its own upcoming pseudo-adaptation for Fallout 4. Bethesda announced 1.6 for Fallout Shelter, which will include quests and new characters, enemies, and locations. Quests will arrive in July, as will Fallout Shelter for PC. This might get me back into Fallout Shelter.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. We were just talking about this before we started the show. And it's basically a 2D Fallout game now.
Yeah.
Because if I can go explore these environments or dungeons, if you will, I mean, it's basically the same as if I'm in Fallout 4 exploring something.
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
It's like the first Fallout.
Yeah. It's definitely
top down, except this is side. Virtual reality Fallout 4 is coming to HTC Vive. This could be trippy. I mean,
it's gonna be fun.
I'm cautiously optimistic. I've used that on the show, and yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic because it can be very cool, but it could be a flop.
I don't know, because I play Fallout already in first person view.
Right.
That's how I play. So I don't really see it destroying it. I think it's just going to have me turning my neck and stuff to look at the environments. It would be freaking scary turning around and seeing a damn death claw in my face. Just I might shat my pants seeing that.
But are you going to buy it again to play it in VR?
That's another thing. If it's separate, probably not.
Right. But if it's the same game.
If they just say, hey, it has VR capabilities now with an update, then yeah, I'll try it.
That'd be nice, yeah.
So
this is going to be the first big open world game to get an official studio released virtual reality mode.
That's what it needs. If you want VR
seriously,
to get off the ground, this is a good move.
Bethesda also announced Quake Champions, some Fallout 4 DLC, which one of them was you could build your own vault.
Which goes back to Fallout
Shelter.
Because it's basically the same thing there. Except you get to torture your vault dwellers if you want to. Which is always fun. Shoot, almost knocked the table down.
You've been hanging out with Larissa too much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. We also get Prey, which looks very
Prey looked really good.
That
looked very good.
That was they released that trailer like right before E3 too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was like a big thing.
It was Sunday with the Bethesda thing. Sorry,
Doom DLC and Dishonored 2.
Dishonored 2
was announced. That looks like a very good game.
That'll be awesome.
And Skyrim Special Edition, Skyrim Remastered.
And I will be getting that.
I will only get that if I can carry over my save file from my 360, because I do not want to go back and put in another like 100 hours and get to the exact same spot I'm at right now.
I have Skyrim on the PC, so I could just do mods and I'm fine. So I probably won't buy it, but
that's one of my favorite things that they announced about it, is that for the console versions, for the remaster, they support mods now. They support mods, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's good. I want some damn sparkly water and shiny grass.
Shiny grass. All right, so EA, we're gonna blow through some of these. Star Wars. EA has huge plans for Star Wars. They're bringing in all kinds of studios, and they're coming at it from mobile games, VR, console, PC. They have huge plans. Didn't seem like they had anything solid that they announced. But one thing that was cool from the video I watched was that if viewers and listeners at home don't know, we are Sacramento, California based, and there was Capital Studios from Sacramento, California in the EA Star Wars trailer, which I thought was dope. Like,
very
that's
good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Bringing, like, I mean, put Sacramento on the map. Like, that's awesome. That's so cool.
Yep.
So, you know, kudos to them. Titanfall 2, we talked a little bit about that with Corey. Yeah. That game, it looks very cool.
I'm still on the fence.
Still on the fence.
The
Corey
first one left a bad taste in my mouth. So
that's the thing. The first one is like, But, again, you know Corey. I mean, we all know Corey. He is one of the most negative people in the world.
That's true.
And if he's saying that it's good, I want to get Aaron's opinion.
But how drunk was he? Because
That's true. I want to get Aaron's opinion, because if Aaron says it's good, then you know.
Yeah, it's most likely good, especially in our group.
In our group. Joel is.
Actually, I want to recant my statement. I was with Corey on if it had a single player, then I was all for it. But
if Aaron says it's good,
I'm thinking about the multiplayer.
Aaron says Corey is wrong.
Of the very first Titanfall, and I'm like, you know, if they don't change shit for Titanfall 2, like, I don't want bots in my fucking multiplayer.
Oh no, yeah, that's gotta so go.
Annoying.
Aaron, we're talking about Titanfall 2. Yeah, thank you, Charlie. Aaron's in chat. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Just come out already. I want to play this.
Did they even show anything besides the trailer? Or?
They showed like small snippets of gameplay where it's like a giant.
It's just giant tease.
Really?
Coming at him, and then it blows up in front of his face. Yeah.
And then we have Madden NFL 2017, FIFA 2017, something
cares.
FE, FE.
That's like that Swedish.
Some sort of
game.
It's an indie game.
Looks kind of interesting if you're into like those
narrative
games like Journey and that's kind of.
It was
seemed like
what game was it? It was like Ori and the Forbidden Forest or something like that, and then the string game.
Blind Forest. Oh god.
Where he's like he's like a yarn doll, and he's running, and there's like threads of yarn.
You look like you're holding boobs. Really, you're like 90-year-old boobs.
You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Battlefield 1. So we talked about that already. Then finally we come to Ubisoft.
Yeah. Let's go back.
Big news, guys. Big news. You guys ready for this?
Ubi.
Just Dance 2017.
All right.
What?
Keep your pants on.
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
I'm supposed to say this for the last thing, because this game.
I am very excited for this.
Yeah.
I have to say it looks good.
Out on this one.
Did you Joey Ferris and jizz your pants?
No, but I'm pretty sure Aaron probably did, because Aaron's been talking about this game.
It looks
since we saw it last year. It looks so good, but this is what I'm very concerned about. I'm concerned that we're all going to get it, just like we did with Division. This game is so good. This game is so much fun. We're going to play it for like a few months, and then it's going to be collecting dust.
Well, see, the thing about this, it seems like it's going to have a campaign, and then once you're done with the campaign, that's it. So it will be like that if you rush through it.
But it's open world, so they have potential to be adding a lot more content.
That's true. Well, DLC.
So...
But see, the thing with this one is like... it's in Bolivia, but it's a Mexican cartel. Kind of thought that was weird. Like, why didn't you just do like?
It's all the same.
To Donald Trump here, I guess. Jesus.
We had that's a little bit of Cory.
Yeah, that was
we're missing a little bit of racism. That's the element of the show that we're missing.
Well, you won't get a lot of Mexicans upset that a white person shooting a Mexican.
We have speaking of the Division, they're getting more DLC, the Underground and Survival DLC. I know as much as what I just said about these.
Meh. That's it.
Joel?
I think it's too late, man.
Yeah, head shake.
I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done.
I think
Derek?
it's too late.
I never played it.
I never played it. All right. Eagle
I was
Flight.
good with Destiny.
Anybody Eagle Flight? I think
fast
that's a VR. We're gonna fast forward.
They were hella funny to watch playing that at the conference with their like all. Everyone in their hair. I'm like, hey, get my girl. I'm like, hey, look at this shit. They look so stupid.
Here's the VR that got me really excited. Star Trek Bridge Crew.
You can keep going.
It looked kind of fun. It seemed like it'd be fun with like a bunch of friends or whatever fucking around it.
I think that would be awesome, and this is why. So Aaron has the Samsung VR, and I have the Samsung VR. One time before the show, we both brought ours over. Cory's over there getting the show ready, and Aaron and I are sitting there with our headsets on, and we're just looking around the room, doing our own thing. And Cory just looks up, and this is the future. Co-op is done with VR, but with Star Trek Bridge Crew, I mean, everybody has their own job, and the captain knows more information than everybody else does, so they're shouting out orders, do this, raise shields.
It didn't seem like you're going to be doing a lot, though. It's like 3 buttons.
Push a couple buttons.
3 buttons.
But if you don't piloting... Okay, the same excitement that you had about the X-Wing. I like the X-Wing, and I would want to pilot the X-Wing, but you're piloting a freaking starship with your friends.
I'm excited to see what they can do with it.
I'm excited to see what they can do with it. I'm going to be really disappointed if it's... I don't think it should be a full VR thing. I think they should implement it somewhat on Samsung VR. Something like that. Like that level of VR is what
the quality of the graphics that I saw looked like they were mobile games.
It looked like it was a mobile VR game.
Like a mobile game. Those graphics were dated. That's for sure.
Then we had For Honor has a campaign mode, so we saw some battle sequences. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I was not expecting that. I thought it was just going to be another battle arena.
Battle arena, yeah. Which last year that's what we saw.
That's all they focused on. So it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Campaign? What?
Now we see a campaign, which looks awesome. Trials of the Blood Dragon is another game.
Again, don't know anything about this.
Remember that we were talking about
earlier.
we
were talking, but I still haven't seen anything on it. So.
Grow Up.
I don't remember seeing that shit. It obviously didn't do anything for me.
It's starring Adam Sandler, Grown Ups team.
Right? Yeah, that's what it is. Steep, which is some sort of snow sports game. And I'm like, is this SSX? Like, are they bringing this back?
I'm fucking hyped.
Really?
Yes, because I fucking love SSX, man.
But it's not.
And it's coming out in December, wintertime. So I'm going to be all in my fucking hoodie and beanie cozied up and playing some fucking snowboard. Hell yeah, dude.
I can see him like an Eskimo jacket, dude, like playing video
that
games.
Is like, whenever it's wintertime, I get SSX out and play that shit. And I'm fucking hyped for this.
I have to see the trailer. This one I missed it. I did hear about it though.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I don't know, man. Do you think it's gonna do as well as like?
It's not gonna do as well as SSX. I don't know. It's just a new snowboarding game for the wintertime. I can't wait.
You don't think it's gonna take the route of like Tony Hawk and kind of just?
No,
like...
it looked like it was. It just. You know what it reminded me of?
He's looking at our faces and
you know what it fucking reminded me of? It made me think of like one of your buddies popping into like putting a GoPro on their fucking head and going out and snowboarding, but they had like challenges and shit like that SSX had. I don't know. I gotta watch it again. But I'm hyped.
I didn't even bother watching the trailer. I looked at screenshots and I said this is SSX on the new consoles, and I was like,
maybe.
Leave it.
Maybe.
Leave it where it was. And then we have Watch Dogs 2. With Ubisoft.
Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs 2, which looks cool.
Hyped.
A lot of people are, to be honest.
A lot of people are hyped. It really is Grand Theft Auto with hacking. At least the trailer made it 100% seem like
From what I heard, it's like they took everything from one and like discarded it, and then they just rebuilt this game to be an IP that will sell instead of the first one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they really hyped up the first one, and this one I feel like they went in the direction that the first one should have went in. I don't know. I like the ideal of it being a group of hackers with DedSec.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool to see a different point. Hopefully we get a little bit of like co-op multiplayer if they're adding characters. That's something that I've always liked to see. If you got more than one character in there, put some damn co-op in the game, please.
All right, so with that, we're going to end it on putting some damn co-op in the game. Thank you guys for watching this extended special edition of the weekday VGB show. Make sure to check us out this weekend if you're in the Sacramento area. We are going to be at Wizard World Comic-Con. We have a panel Friday night and Saturday night, so make sure to check us out. Thank you to Steven, Joel for hanging out with us, Derek for running the ones and twos. I am the Real David Webb, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.
You guys are
rough.
Fucking rough.